everyone, welcome back to Larissa's Happy Home. I am Larissa and I am so happy that you are here. Today I'm going to go ahead and take you along with us as we clean out our backyard. We rented like a big dumpster truck type thing so that way we can just get rid of everything in our backyard and our house that we didn't need anymore or didn't want any longer. So I'm going to take you along with me throughout the day and show you all we did. So first I started doing what I personally could. I was just cleaning up the branches and stuff. This was from our grapevine. We pruned it and I just wanted to kind of clean up where I could, and then I moved on to pulling weeds in the beds. We haven't pulled weeds in a while, so they were kind of getting out of control, so I really wanted to get a hold on that, before it got all crazy. So I went ahead and I pulled weeds and just made myself useful wherever I could throughout the day. This tree here, we are going to go ahead and cut it down and just get it out of our yard. It does offer some pretty good shade, but we actually just needed to cut it down. It's way too big and it's been going into the neighbor's yard, like all three of our neighbor's yards actually, and we just really wanted to get it cut, so we went ahead and did that. They had a really good system when it came to cutting the branches and making sure that they did not fall into our neighbors' yards. They would tie the rope to the branch, and once they cut it, they would just pull really hard towards our yard so that way it would fall into our yard and not the neighbors. By this time, it was time to go get lunch, so I went ahead and went and got lunch for us. I also want to apologize for the sound quality of my voiceover. My phone has been acting really weird lately, so I promise on the next video it will not sound as bad. So I am in the parking lot of Costco and I'm just trying to find the motivation to go in. And all I gotta do is just go get pizza because we've been working hard. So I also got strawberries. I had to run into Walmart to go get got Milo's because Milo's is so good. And I got some strawberries. They're so good. $10 guys for this. Look how good they look. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go ahead and head in and then we'll be on my way. So this is, by the time I had gotten home, we had already had a lunch break. This is how far they had gotten into cutting the tree down. They had gotten pretty far actually, so they had been cutting the branches, and then they had my husband's brother and nephew cutting the branches so that way it would fit better onto the truck. And now this is what it looks like without the tree. Doesn't it look so much better? So by this time, we are already pretty much done with loading everything onto the truck. I could not wait to get my patio blown just because it had been forever since I feel like our backyard was like properly taken care of. If you look closely, right in front of our chimney, there's a grill, and we had that grill right in front of that window right there to the left. And then we also had this big like plastic play kitchen in front of the window on the right. So whenever we were inside the house, looking outside was just depressing because you really couldn't see. And so now before I hated being in my living room, and now I just love being in there. So after a long, hard day, obviously I didn't work as hard as my husband, and
my in-laws did. But I want to show you guys the space. So I showed you guys, if I turn it around, this corner was the corner where the huge tall tree was. My husband doesn't know it yet, but we're gonna get chickens, and that's where I want to put them. I feel like, so look at, okay, I don't know how big it looks really on camera, but I feel like it's a really good size to be able to put chickens here. Obviously free range is the best, but we have cats around here, like a lot, and obviously I don't want my chickens to get attacked. So I don't think that we're gonna buy like an enclosure, because those can be really expensive, especially, and they come really small. So we might have to build something, but I actually might. So if you look right there, there's the first tree. So I don't know, depending on how big that gets, we might start like right here, and then they'll have all this space. Come this way, come this way, come this way. There's our apricot tree. So I might, this is so hard, I might stop right there. So they'll have a pretty good amount of space. I just blowed all of our patio, and I totally forgot to blow all this stuff. Like, the floor is just crazy. All of our peppers, this is what I call our pepper alley. We're actually gonna, we're gonna pull all this up. I'm gonna pull all these up because my husband, when we first started gardening, he was like getting into all like the different crazy varieties that there were when it came to like peppers and stuff. And a lot of them I found I really didn't use when it came to cooking. So I'm just gonna pull all of them up and just focus this year on all the peppers that we actually do use. And that's mainly just like jalapeno, cayenne, some poblano maybe, Anaheim. We actually grew, let's see, I don't know if there's any more. Oh yeah, look. We grew these last year. They're so good. It's, I think it's called a Mexican yellow pepper, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyways, though, that's for another time. But I just wanted to show you guys all that we did. It's crazy because we talked about it for so long, getting rid of this tree, because it was going into our, like, all three of our neighbors' yards. It went to the back, to the side, and then the corner. And we didn't want to be those neighbors, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I feel like it's rude. And if you have a tree that's going into your neighbor's yard, I'm not saying you're rude, I'm just saying, like, I feel like that was rude. So I'm so thankful to finally get that squared away. And then I feel like, I don't know, it just feels fresh. It feels so much bigger back here. It feels more open. And I just can't wait. Like I said, my husband doesn't know it yet. I kind of like threw it out there to get chickens and put them back there, and he's now opening up to the idea of it. So please pray that the Lord will touch his heart, because I really want some chickens. All right, well, I think I'm gonna go in and make some granola bars because I really want some.
So to make these granola bars, all you're going to need is just some rolled oats, some coconut oil, chocolate chips. You can use mini or regular. I just use regular because that's what I had on hand. And then you can use some vanilla extract. I use vanilla bean, honey, and then some peanut butter. It also called for chia and flax seeds. I didn't want to add that. It also called for coconut flakes, and I didn't have that. So what I did was I replaced the coconut flakes with some Rice Krispies, and that was the best replacement ever. It was so good. Now, when it comes to the peanut butter, you could always substitute it for like an almond butter. Usually we do use almond butter, but I really wanted to stay as true to the recipe as I could, just so that way I could see what it tastes like and then substitute the next time. But it was actually really good with just the regular peanut butter. I also added some cinnamon. The recipe did not call for it, but it tasted really good with the cinnamon, so I definitely suggest adding a little bit of cinnamon. And you're just going to go ahead and whisk it until it's all evenly incorporated and melted. So one thing you can do or not do is wait to add your chocolate chips, because once you pour this in, it's gonna all melt. But I think it kind of also adds that factor of flavor whenever you're eating your granola bar. So it adds a really good flavor. I just prefer to have like chunks of chocolate chips. So you'll see that I did add some chocolate chips on top, as well as having it mixed into the granola bar. Once you're done putting it into your little pan, you're going to go ahead and let it chill for a couple hours in your fridge. And I do mean let it chill for a couple hours. So these cabbage have been just sitting, and I have just been dreading cutting it. But I'm going to use it for lumpia. I'm hoping to make some lumpia with you guys within the next couple weeks sometime. I really love lumpia. My family loves lumpia. I have a Filipino friend. She showed me how to make it, and it's just so good. So I hope to share that with you sometime in the near future. But I did grab these cabbage because they were on a really good sale. So like I said earlier, you want to let it chill for a couple hours. I think I only let it chill for maybe like 50 minutes. I was just really eager to try them. But when I ate it, it crumbled. But they were so good, you guys, like really good. So it reminded me of my favorite childhood candy bar. It's called a whatchamacallit. And quick story time, back then me and my brothers, we would walk to the stores to go like get snacks and stuff. And so I remember my dad had sent us to the store, and he was telling us, he was giving us a list, and he's like, okay, I want a candy bar, I want a whatchamacallit. And back then we would call everything whatchamacallits. So I was just standing there waiting for him to tell me what he wanted. I'm just like, okay, what's it called? He's like, a whatchamacallit. And I'm like, what is it? It was funny, but if you guys know, you know, whatchamacallits are so good, and I feel like it tasted just like a whatchamacallit. And that is it for this video, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye!